Testing. 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 Sorry about the echo. Sorry about the echo. Here I'm live. Adjusting mic. Oh, hello everybody. Sorry if you're again. Hello everybody. We are back with some Genshin Impact. Continuing the Archon quest we left off on the other day. Got mail here. First, our party setup. Switch back to our normal team.
Ready when you are.
We need to check on the hill of Churl. Check on this hill of Churl. Sorry if you're getting noises, but adjusting mic. Okay, let's go check up on this hill, Cheryl.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
It seems strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy.
Hey, who's
That
this?
was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
Was someone's voice?
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
So we gotta go investigate. Go check on Village Charles over here. Over here.
The same thing is happening over here too. The hilly trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Who's this? That voice again. More Village Charles we need to check on. This is where you can actually walk up to them. Like get them aggroed. Find us.
Over
Guys
there.
are sleeping.
It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Back to Vimara Village. climb. So,
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
don't remember.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking
It's gonna be
someone
one of
else.
these.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
Too early to say.
We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
So we need to talk to the other person.
I'll protect us.
Let's switch teams. So let's switch characters and we'll return. Back. Don't know if there's gonna be battles. Hey, hello there.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Knew it.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Seen him recently?
I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Doubt return to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, it is far more likely this is related to memories in some way. Need to think carefully. What's really going on? It was one of the turn to a point. Interpret.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
This
If
interpret.
this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
This.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him, because there's been a change in people's memories.
Admit.
Time travel is extremely difficult to perform. The current situation probably...
Or forgotten.
No, Baram still
So, transversing.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
We really are in someone's memory. This is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long
We're gonna see a little bit of lagging.
We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Plant memories into minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implant memories into minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could fit perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. What easy and interpret.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Time does not pass. Interpret.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
False memories are easily forgotten. Interpret.
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
Okay, so this submit.
No.
Not that
Based
one.
on what we know so far, there isn't any evidence to support that.
Time does not pass.
No.
Yes, it is.
wonder. All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake memories. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Consider this in conjunction with what we already know. The question those we consider this in conjunction with what we already know. And the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Danes.
Dainslief had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than...
Not Danes.
We thought Chief Amadia forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
Tossa
Color of the sky
or Tosa, whoever it is.
coincides with the moment in time she described.
I think it's a Tosa. Sky.
Right! That's exactly what a Tosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely a Tosa's memory.
Go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Go to the tree. And there they are. Who is this with her?
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't.
Hey, who is this person?
Also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Wait a minute. Guys,
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
mind me, we're just watching. Finally found him. Why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right! This version of a Tosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll
What's
head
with
back
the
to village
hesitation?
then. Talk.
The eyes.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
So he knows us. Door. Factoring the memories, the abyss, or the loom of fate, and everything else, and think the one person can connect all this together. Wonder who this could be. Lothar? Nope.
Founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality.
Heribert?
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
Vern Folner?
Dainslief.
I think it's... I guess. I think it's Keribert.
You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Alberic?
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise.
Alberic.
I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it?
Brother?
Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
What's going on? Translate to... Guess we need to go talk to him. Walk on water. Here, Bert. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
Look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
A rare opportunity for me as well. Try to learn as much information from him as I can. What happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Erebor is dead. Why he no longer exists outside people's memory.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Even ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But
Sorry.
as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was your source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in front of Dayton's mind were planned by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate? That makes sense, but I'm still lost as why he went so far to introduce himself to all residents of Vimara Village. But why'd you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why. I would never guessed. Is there any kind of meaning to this? Only existing in people's memories count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from a tragedy that occurred in Conneria back then. No, everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it. Even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believed you once lived among them.
I know.
They might still need my help.
Dainslief. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? Loom of Fate's only complete? That means the Eye of the First Field Pillar must have fallen to the hands of the Abyss. Could something happen to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainslief. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainslief has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainslief could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once.
Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? Made him think that when?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
That explains it.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
When Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind? No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainslief failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. But now the Loom of Fate is complete. What do you plan on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have
Princess.
no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least...
Your goal?
Achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Clotar.
I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. He My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love.
The thing that caused the Hill Charles to calm down back then was Care Bear's story. That was his goal, the only thing he wanted. A device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was offer the Hill Charles a moment of peace and comfort.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps, I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't
Right
found a
back.
way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time.
Yeah. Back.
Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Heavenly principles are still
500
asleep.
years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria.
there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be.
Really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together.
Excuse me.
You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
Going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Oh boy.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind.
Never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember remember what happened.
Ari Bear and I talked for a while. He told us about the Loom of Fate. Guess her commission is complete. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Kari Bear all along. Now he's gone, and we're not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
What happened after that?
That I can't seem to remember. I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened. Why can't I remember? Not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
There you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the... So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw... There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That's how Caribert says goodbyes. That's the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That's a unique name. Make sure you remember it this
I
time.
hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear
Excuse me,
left
sorry.
the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert is gone and the Luma phase now complete. No one else will try to change a villager's memory.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Artosa. Out of the way.
It's all thanks to Lesser Lord Kusanali. I now enjoy Patel.
There she is.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remembered what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Sure, he won't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit. I was dumped. What otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Sure, he had his...
You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back.
Well, that should be it, right? Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened at...
Wait, what was it that happened? I cannot remember. Feels like there's some in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that
Let's get along with or the two of you. Back west. There's any other quests? Now, more requests. Do for a few. This. Lay Harbor. Lay Harbor. Person here. To I think. Never rains, but it pours. Matter. After a huge incident, the riots and dissension, the streets have been filling up with Millith. Tension in the air hangs over us like a shroud. Our doors are closed, but as well as I do now, Liu often does business with other nations, and how many people from every nation live in our city? For us, prosperity, a fair amount of cultural exchange too. But this incident has caused so many people to be ill at ease. Making preparations to try to calm people down, but with the situation as is, I don't know where to begin looking for people good with international relations. Wait a moment. I can't speak. Wait a moment, traveler. You've been made into many different parts of the world already, haven't you? Been must be good at speaking to people from other nations. Excuse me. This guy just shoved me aside. I trouble you then to help me calm some of our guests down? I'll give this a try. Then please do. I really have no one else to turn to. What was that? Really have no one else to turn to. Like I was in a hurry.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
rid of these people. We need to calm down. It's these two. You two, stop making commotion. Yes, sir. We should head back to Mondstadt. Oh, come on now. Just don't use Zhang Yuan chop suey next time. Zhang Yuan chop suey next time. No, I wasn't talking about that. I mean, maybe I was a bit. Main thing is what happened at the right descension. Just think about it, sis. Like one of those big ceremonies the church holds in Lord Barbea's honor. That something like that could happen during such a ceremony, nowhere in the league is safe. We should... Not that Leeway's pretty safe. It's not a Mondstadt that's safe either. Exactly, Jerry. Mondstadt was attacked by a dragon, too. Yeah, it wasn't taken care of by the Knights of Favonius in the end. So, you're the Honorary Knight, aren't you? You're the one teamed up with the Knights to defeat Storm Terror. See, Jerry, even the Honorary Knight has come to lead you. We're fine, there's nothing to be afraid of. What's more, our gourmet journey's only just begun. We can't stop here. You say so. What if Lilway is full of these frying dishes like Zhang Yuan chop suey? What is this? Come on, Lilway is full of famous cuisine. Haven't found out one that suits your preferences yet? Sure, that thing called Jade Parcels will be more to your taste. Let's go try that next. But if Lele is such a state, where we go find someone to make this dish for us? They could do it. Really, I never knew the Honorary Knight was a person with so many talents. We count on you then. Come on, Jerry, cheer up. Our gourmet jury isn't getting here. English parcels do we have? Here, you got some frozen parcels? What's with her? Guess we need to cook some parcels. Cook stove around here. Hammy. A piece of tofu. Doing chili chicken. Jade parcels. Hammy, so go to the stove. They're cooking.
Try something new at the one-man restaurant.
The poster, I want the food to go. of these. Right there.
What should I try this time?
Buy a snack.
Welcome to Second Life.
What to you?
Satisfaction, Gary.
Those are ingredients. With Jake Parcells.
Freeze!
This other mission. I want to see what this other quest is. Okay, so there is one thing I want to do. Food party setup.
Come on, let's get.
New guy.
Cool. You're the boss. Grilled tiger fish.
New map. All the way to Mondstadt. Got one of them. Two of them.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Food to feed ourselves at all.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
That's what we rat. Doing. Don't mind me just coming in your kitchen.
Ugh, too salty.
What should I do now? What's wrong? Once you, nothing's wrong, except I might need to start looking for a new job soon. The other day, the innkeeper asked me to prepare a new dish that would attract more guests. Be presentable and tasty, but also stylish and artisan. I guess I have personality. Been trying to come up with something satisfactory over the last week, but the innkeeper didn't like any dish I came up with. What'd you make? Give it all I had, really. You told ties everything I learned about honing my culinary skills in the mountains. Candied silkflower, king's inn, and lotus seed duck stew, crab roast stewed meatballs. He shake his head at everything and asked me to give it another thought. I've already reached my limit, eh? Alright, still gotta cook something for that freeloader. It's about time he came around. Mean Dong stew. What's this to it?
Ugh, too salty.
Bacon.
Ugh, too salty.
Oh, my character. Person. Go to desk. Buy so many. A few. Buy some almond tofu. Noodles. Tofu. Some meat rolls. Here we go. Supposed to go. What happened? Say something. Give the scent. City. Anything fun about this place? In the tavern. And it's just those two talking. See the menu. Egg. Obliging. Down the forest. Yeah. He says a 3-inch shop. Grand Bazaar. Page.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Fool myself. Sorry. Looking around. Building. You climb the building. Teleport waypoint, I forgot. Okay, let's see if there's any quests we can do. Do the sorry. Missions. dailies are. Quest.
Let's investigate this further.
There. This mage is goody.
Feel this ancient power. Come into being. Time to reassess. Seems my research
Fire.
is over. Dodge this.
Up there. Free.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Stop burning me.
Useless. Boring.
Ready, steady, go!
Dodge this. Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking. Come into being.
This mission.
Let the show begin.
Useless. There's quality here. What's the hurry?
A new job.
Boring! Useless! Come into being! Feel this ancient power!
Burn down my screen. Stop sludging my screen. Another one. Oh.
The wrong test subject.
More. Pledge, please. Teapot. Stuff.
Maybe you're not.
Okay. Material.
If you ever have any questions...
See what's going on. Restaurant. I think it'll look like. See what we can do to the exterior. And this little town coming. Big little town. But now. Ones do we have? Monster build. Yeah. Thing. There in town. Or training. Maybe like old town. Little city. Here's what it looks like from the ground. Turn night also. Spawn.
Maybe you're...
In that realm depot. It's going concrete. Windmills. One right there. How many windmills? It. Yard wall. Let's see what they are. The building. So It was Paris. No. One was once. Worse. I want. Or tile. Come on.
If you ever have any questions about the
Go make them.
maybe you're
Furnishing. Great. Great. Now. Trust rank. Bye.
If you ever have any questions about...
Bones. Alright.
Maybe you're...
Three. Ain't concrete yet. Bye.
If you ever have...
Hang on. Genshin. Yes. Alright. Nothing. So, I'll just stream here. Thank you guys for watching.